Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Motito Vlogito. Anyways, this video is actually going to be a little bit more serious. I don't know why I started the intro off like that, but ooh, a Ferrari. Yeah, so pretty much what I wanted to talk about, because I'm gonna just get right into it. I just think that the trend for making bikes, especially like the bike scene, I guess, seem like depressing or something, or like trying to fantasize death on bikes. Honestly, I think that's cringe, and I think it has to stop. So this has been something that's been on my mind. If you don't want to watch a rant video, you don't have to, but you probably clicked on this for a reason. I am gonna rant, okay? I'm definitely ranting, because I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of this stuff on TikTok, I see a lot of this stuff on Instagram, and these people make it to seem like riding bikes is like, you know, like inevitable death, you know, but it's not, because there's so many ways that you can prevent that from happening. Obviously, doing everything you can against your power to keep the odds of dying low. Like, the same argument can be made in a car. You could be in a car and someone eats a red light and smashes your car between a freaking bus, and you're squished to death, right? There's nothing you could have done there other than, you know, take your light, the light's green, you go, you check the intersection, it looks fine, and the car came speeding and smushed you. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I'm saying with bikes, is that when you're riding a bike, it's not inevitable death, okay? You're not gonna go out and just expect to die, no. And I'm tired of these TikTokers and Instagram people that makes it seem like that, oh, when you get a bike, you're dying. Oh, McLaren. Oh, that's freaking fire. But anyways, let me get back on track. So yeah, I don't like that, right? So then people look at bikes and they be like, oh yeah, that's a death machine. Oh yeah, that's a death trap. But we don't have to look at it that way. Okay, these are things that you can go out and have fun on, man. Like, the way I look at this is this thing is a soul tie to me, because if anything, this changes my perspective on life. I know that might sound corny for some people, but ever since I started riding, because I'm not a vet, all right? I'm by no means a vet. I'm not trying to call myself a vet or anything like that. I've only been riding for 2 years, and I gotta say, these past 2 years have been amazing, except for when I crashed. But it's just like this changed my perspective on life, where like every time I come home, it makes me way more grateful than when I come home from, I don't know, let's say work. I understand that with these things, you're way more likely to get into a fatal accident than a car. I completely understand that, but I don't want to push that narrative that, oh yeah, when you get on a bike, you're more than likely dying. Because why do we have to add that fear to something so fun like this? Now it's up to you as the rider to not ride stupid, and of course, you know, avoid dying, right? So it's just like, that's just something I want to get off my chest, because like I'm tired of seeing these TikToks where it's like depressing stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, rest in peace to Code R6, but like his content, for example, that's something where like I've seen comments where they're saying, oh, I can't wait to get a bike to do this, I'm gonna die smiling. Like, are you serious, man? Like, come on, dog. Why are we looking at it like that? Why don't we look at it as like, I can't wait to get this to feel free, right? Like, if you're really feeling sad, don't get on a bike and just start speeding because you feel sad, because then, you know, you're just not going to care at that point, because you're trying to let all the emotions out on your throttle. But you could let your emotions out on the throttle in a safe way, okay? I'm just going to put that out there. You can. You know, if you want to go fast on a highway, just please be mindful of your own life. Don't go out there one day and just like hope you die, right? Like, come on, man, don't do that. But yeah, I just thought that was really, really cringe. You know, seeing stuff like that is so cringe. Like, people be putting bikes and then they put like depressing captions over it and stuff like that, and it's like, are you serious, man? Like, can we not do this? Can we not connect bikes to depressing stuff like that? Like, I'm not getting on a bike to commit, you know, self-harm, right? Like, that's not my intentions. I don't get on a bike and my intentions are to hurt myself. No, I get on my bike and I go out to ride for the fun, right? For you know, for the pleasure, because it's freaking awesome. Riding motorcycles is awesome. And I just started riding 2 years ago, and I will tell you absolutely that this thing is super, super, super fun. Like, there's just so much to it than just riding fast and hoping you die. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think that's pretty ridiculous. I hope some of you guys, or at least most of you guys, agree with me, because, again, I just think it's ridiculous. It's like, it reminds me of like how like the Hellcat, for example, or like Chargers and Challengers, they're looked at as like the takeover cars, but that's because people take them, whether they're stolen or not, and then they take them to takeovers and they start swinging it. So now those cars, no matter how much you like them, are looked at as takeover cars. Because I gotta admit, I like the Challenger Hellcat. I like the Demon. I like the Charger as well. But there's people that bash me for it. Like, oh, you like that? Ew, that's a takeover car. Dog, are you serious? So it's like, it's what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't know this was a dead end. What the? But it's what's gonna happen with bikes, right? So like, I mean, it's already happening, I guess. But people will tell you like, oh, you ride bikes? Oh yeah, you're gonna die on that thing. Even before I got a bike, people were telling me I was gonna die. Now, yeah, unfortunately, I crashed 2 months after, but, you know, that was something out of my... I couldn't do anything about it. You know, the driver just pulled out. What was I supposed to do? Just stop in the middle of my right-of-way and let the car behind me rear-end me? So, yeah, bikes aren't inevitable death, just to let you guys know, all right? If you guys are out there and you guys are planning to get a bike, and it's your first bike, listen. Don't let people scare you, okay? People are gonna tell you that you know, you're gonna die. Oh, they're dangerous. This is gonna happen. Listen, it's your responsibility as the rider for what happens to you. Just letting you know that. But just know that you're not 100% guaranteed safe, okay? But I'm not trying to scare people, okay? I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just letting you know that you're not 100% safe, okay? But you, as the rider, have to do everything in your power to keep the odds of a fatal crash or any sort of crash at a minimum. That's why I like to lane split, because I want to keep my odds low of getting rear-ended. There's a lot of people, especially nowadays, that are on their phones when they're driving. And, you know, that's not good for us, because if we're sitting at a light and the car behind us is not paying attention, and remember, you're narrow. You're not in a big, wide vehicle with 2 taillights. So because you're narrow, they can't see you as clear from the corner of their eye when they're looking down on their phones. So they're more likely to rear-end you. But you did your best. You know, there's nothing you could have done, right? You did your best to try to stay away from that. But there's just people that's going to do that. So you just got to keep your head on a swivel. Keep checking your rear, making sure that no one's coming to rear-end you. And if you see somebody coming in hot, you know, give yourself a little room to move over to the side. You know, one of my favorite things was when I was taking my MSF course, the MSF instructor, he said that he doesn't like, you know, putting everything negative on bikes. So like, for example, when people call this the kill switch, he doesn't like to call it a kill switch. He just calls it the engine cutoff switch, because kill and bike does not sound right together. Same thing as crash bars. He didn't want to call them crash bars. He called them engine guards. So, you know, like, just trying to keep the negative stuff away from motorcycles, which I completely understand where he's coming from. But anyways, that was just my rant. If you guys stayed till the end of the video, I actually appreciate you guys, honestly, just hearing me rant about this. But I just think it needs to stop. I don't want to normalize it. I don't want anybody to normalize it. Please, just stay away from the depressing stuff. Like, stop putting bikes with depressing stuff. And I also sorry, I know I'm not done, but there's the new Tron movie coming out, and that's going to inspire a lot of young people to get on a bike. But if they reach those type of videos where it's like the depressing ones, then what's going to happen is that they're going to start looking at it like that, like, oh, I can't wait to get a bike to hopefully crash, right? So, but we don't want that, right? We want these young people to get on a bike and enjoy it in the future, right? But that's all I had to say, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking till the end if you did. And if you are new here, subscribe, because I'm on the road to 2,000 now. Okay, again, like I said in my last video, I'm not trying to put no timeline or deadline of when I want to hit 2K. It's just the fact that we're so close is awesome. So like, it'd be cool to reach it. But yeah, and if you did enjoy, and if you agree with me, hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm actually curious what you guys have to say about it. That'll do it. Ride safe, everyone. Please, please, please ride safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.